For years, buying a home in a top-rated school district was a surefire way to protect your investment. If schools were good, then home values stayed high. It was just that simple. But what if that's no longer true? With school vouchers expanding across the country, especially here in Texas, families may no longer have to pay a premium to live in expensive school districts like Eanes ISD, for example, in Austin, where home prices are sky high. Instead, they can live in a more affordable area and send their kids to top-tier schools. So, does this mean that home values in high-demand school districts will start to drop? And what happens to home prices in areas that were once overlooked? Today, we're diving into how school vouchers, which is at the height of controversy here in Texas, may reshape real estate, what this means for home values in high-demand locations and more affordable areas, and whether this is good or bad for homeowners and home buyers. Well, folks, this isn't just a minor policy change. This could completely shift how we think about location. Y'all know the phrase location, 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 which was a phrase we've been using for years in the real estate market, could change very quickly. Home prices along with school districts. If you own a home or you're thinking about buying one, this could change pretty much everything. All right, before we get into how school vouchers impacts real estate, let's break down what they actually are. A school voucher is a government-funded credit that parents can use to pay for private schools, charter schools, or homeschool costs instead of their assigned public schools. School vouchers are broadly defined as programs that allow families to use taxpayer dollars to help them pay for costs like their children's private education or homeschool education. Here's how it works. The government provides a set amount of money per student. The legislators have proposed creating educational savings accounts for parents who remove their children from the public school setting. These accounts would be managed by the state of Texas and would allow parents to utilize taxpayer money to cover private school tuition and a wide range of approved educational expenses, like private tutoring, school supplies, and homeschooling costs. In some states, tax credit scholarship programs provide tax incentives to businesses or individuals who contribute to the scholarship granting organization. And these organizations then distribute funds to eligible students, helping them cover tuition costs at private schools. Some states have universal vouchers, meaning any family can use them, while others limited eligibility to low-income students or those in underperforming public schools. The idea behind school vouchers is simple. Give families more educational choices, creating competition between schools, and in theory, improve overall education quality. Right now, there are 28 states plus Washington, D.C. that have at least one voucher or educational savings account, which is ESA programs, and that number is continuing to grow. In 2025, Texas, Tennessee, and Pennsylvania are expanding or introducing this new school voucher policy. Now, you're thinking, what does this have to do with real estate? For decades, homebuyers have prioritized school districts when deciding where to live. Homes in highly rated school districts often sell for significantly more because families want access to the best public education possible. In fact, a report done by NRA, which is the National Association of Realtors, found that home prices in high-performing suburban areas and school districts were 49% higher than the national median. The organization also uncovered that homes in such high-performing districts were 77% more expensive than homes in low-ranked districts. But school vouchers and ESAs are flipping this trend on its head. Without school vouchers, or school choice as we call it here in Texas, families had to move to more expensive communities to get their kids in top-rated public schools. But now, with the proposed school choice, they don't have to move at all. Parents can live anywhere and still send their kids to top-rated schools using the voucher funding programs. This will change real estate forever. Here's what we're seeing. High-demand school districts might lose value if school district rankings no longer dictate home prices. The premiums people paid to be in top-rated school districts could shrink. Previously undervalued areas could see home prices rise. Families may stay put in more affordable neighborhoods, which makes sense, knowing that they can access better schools without moving. Some areas may become less predictable. If enough students leave public schools, those schools may lose funding, leading to changes in local property values. For home buyers and investors, this could bring new opportunities in areas where it was previously overlooked. We've discussed how school vouchers are shifting demand in real estate, but what about the long-term effects? Will home values stabilize, or are we entering into a period of increased market vitality? Traditionally, homes in top-rated school districts command higher prices. Buyers often pay premiums, sometimes up to 78.6% more to reside in these areas, according to Realtor.com. However, with school vouchers enabling families to choose schools irrespective of their residential address, this established premium may be diminished. If school quality no longer dictates home values, other factors like proximity to employment centers, affordability, and neighborhood amenities could become more influential. This shift may lead to more pronounced price fluctuations, especially in areas that previously relied on school rankings to sustain higher property values. In suburban markets where school districts' reputations have primarily been a big draw for buyers, we might observe increased price unpredictability as demand adjusts based on the voucher policies and the availability of private school options. Home prices could experience more frequent changes. Conversely, in regions where school vouchers enhance buyer confidence, property values might stabilize or even appreciate. When families realize that they can access quality education without relocating to a certain neighborhood, this may be more desirable, leading to reduced turnover and heightened demand. The bottom line, if you're considering buying or investing in real estate, it's critical to monitor how school vouchers and the policies are influencing the local demand. This isn't merely a short-term trend, it has the potential to reshape real estate markets for years to come. So who really benefits from school vouchers and who might lose out? That really depends on what side you agree with. People in favor of vouchers see it as a win for families. School vouchers give parents more flexibility to choose a school that fits their child's needs without having to move. That means home buyers who were once priced out of expensive school zones can now find more affordable living options. Families that send their children to private school also win because they can use the ESA to help offset the cost of private education. More affordable neighborhoods may also win as they might see a boost in demand as families realize that they can stay put while also accessing better education for their kiddos. But not everyone wins in this equation. High demand school districts once commanded a premium for their home values could see price drops as school choice levels start to come into play. On top of that, opponents worry that a voucher program might divert essential funds and resources away from public schools that already are facing financial challenges. And then there's the taxpayer impact. As more families use vouchers, some states may need to raise local taxes. An increase in your property taxes, especially here in Texas, for both public and private education. This is where the controversy comes into play. Supporters of school vouchers argue that competition forces public schools to improve. If they have to compete for students, they will have an incentive to provide better education. But critics say that public schools can't effectively compete when they're losing funding, leading to a decline in quality that ultimately hurts students who rely on the public school system. This shift also is making the real estate market more unpredictable. School district ratings no longer have the same influence on home values. What will? Investors are already watching how home price changes in voucher states are going. Some affordable areas are seeing demand rise, but will that growth be sustainable? I don't know. And in high demand districts that once carried a guaranteed premium, will home values keep falling as more families choose to send their students elsewhere? These are big questions for home buyers and investors alike, along with policymakers. One thing is clear, school vouchers are reshaping not just education, but the entire housing market. School vouchers are changing the real estate game. Location may matter less than ever before when choosing a home. Some previously expensive areas to get into a school district for your kiddos may lose a premium on their value, and undervalued areas could see an increase for sure. If you're a homeowner, home buyer, investor, or just curious about how school policies shape home values, this is a trend worth watching. What do you think? Are school vouchers good or bad for real estate? Drop a comment below. Hey, have you been thinking about making a move to the Austin area or the great state of Texas? Well, I will tell you, I have a beautiful team and I work with agents across our state to help get you into the right home. So just click that link down below if you want to get in touch with me and we can chat more. Hey, did you find this video helpful? Then hit that like button. And if you're feeling my vibe, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so that you don't miss a thing. And I'll see y'all on the next one.